Hello and welcome to No Let's Play. Me.
Help a poor fellow out.
Wish I could. Hey, I guess you just can't. I mean, I haven't exactly walked up to him. Maybe I'll try. On the last Let's Play, we spared a guy because, yeah, I'm not sure if he was remorseful or not. He might have been doing good. I have no idea, but it seemed like okay thing to do. And then we got a black pearl. And then we're gonna get money from him.
Witcher and Pearl Hunter. There you are, your coin. Earned every last bit. I'd never have done it without you.
Was it worth it?
I think so. No. I suppose Letter likes it.
Didn't comment on your deed. Ingrid seems a bit weird, but let's try one.
Sure as hell should. Pretty damn ungrateful of her otherwise.
It's a bit more complicated.
Could have put that a bit more nicely.
See, Letter's sick. Something's not right in her head. Started with a memory she'd forget things then.
Oh,
She
dementia.
stopped recognizing folk, even me. And now she don't even speak. Thought if she saw the pearl, something would wake inside her. You know, we talked a lot about that stupid promise. It was our joke, just ours for years, but no, it didn't work.
Sorry.
As am I. Farewell, Geralt. Gods guide you the path.
Christ! Why'd it have to be so sad? Oh yes, I got the pearl, but she didn't let. One sec, let's see our XP. Oh, I guess not. Yeah, I got the pearl, and then she doesn't recognize me anymore. Nothing. Doesn't recognize no kid. She's got this thing, which will eventually find out is dementia all over the world, George. You're a tramp.
Hey, pretty boy. What do I got?
Why do I have to be such sadness? Now, where's the thing? Down there? Okay. What is that? Bandit camp? Oh, right. We might see if we can attack the things over there. That'd be something. So, how about it? Nope. Level 30 something spiders. Ain't gonna touch that. Not with the 10-foot pole. I knew they were spiders, I think. Some sort of creature. But I didn't think they were that strong. I knew they were strong, but I thought I might have, you know, increased in levels over the time. Oh, let's just go straight there. Yellow.
You can learn
Yeah, alright.
Having trouble?
Nothing fucking but. One ploughing trouble after the other.
What's it to you? Who are you?
Geralt of Rivia. Witcher. Radovid sent me.
No, it's you. Been waiting for you.
We've been waiting for months.
Word was you hadn't been able to get inside.
Till yesterday, when we found this. Doesn't look like much, but it's got power of some sort. Opens the entrance.
Good work.
Good work. Saved me some time.
We're thrilled.
What's with the nose thingy anyways?
Think Philip is still inside?
That we don't know. Only certain thing is she was there at some point.
Certain? How's that?
We've been after her since Lochmuin. Poking out her eyes weren't enough. Radovid should have gutted her there and then. As it is, she turned into an owl and fled. Flew across Kedwin and Redania, then tucked herself away here.
What can I expect to find inside?
Everything. Anything. It's an old elven temple, the witch Isleheart turned into her hideout. Look at him. Fell into some magic trap, then monsters attacked him. Barely got out alive.
What, the guy on the
Any of your
floor?
men still down there?
Dozen or so went in. They's all that came out. Rest are probably dead.
Okay, boy.
Time I saw if Philip is still in there.
Don't count on anyone going in to retrieve your corpse.
Okay.
What do you reckon?
I probably lost so much health there.
Gotta be some mechanism that opens this door, missing one tile.
Why would they take the tile out of the wall anyways?
Perfect hideout for an owl. Be a bit harder for me to move around.
What is the thing on the floor there?
Portals. Great. And the witch hunters probably messed with them. Works. Who would have thunk? 8 portals. Make my stomach turn. A remix. It's edge frayed. This is an owl feather. Neckers. Might have been stuck.
Oh!
They love places like this.
I was scratching my inner leg and then that's what happened. Oh, one sec.
Damn, inactive. Maybe I can start it up.
Which crystal? That one?
Should work now. Did it. Activated the portal.
How did they fix the portal, I guess? Conjuring for
Stay
you.
back. Not one step closer.
Sheathe that before you hurt yourself.
Wait. You that witcher the king was supposed to send?
Guessed it. You should know by now how dangerous this place is. On the way up above with the others.
Man,
Not
he's
a
got a
chance.
neck.
Those cowards ran at the first whiff of monsters. I made a stiffer stuff.
Really?
Besides, something big's set to happen here. I just know it. I learn what it is. Radovid will appreciate it. King will promote me. Maybe even give me a medal.
What's the big event that's supposed to happen?
Don't know the details, but I came across Philippa Isleheart's notes. Mentioned Ida Emian, Margarita Lo Antille, Francesca Finderbear, and Frangella Vigo. As I see it, they aim to meet here.
Think Philip is still here?
Can't rightly know. Sure, we searched a few caverns, but hidden nooks abound. If someone wanted to hide in here, they could easily. Even if they weren't an owl.
Alright, let's get you out of here.
Told you already, no chance. Besides, the teleport's power cell, I broke it off. We've to wait till they come for us. Got no choice.
Nobody's gonna come for us. Give me the crystal, I'll get us out of here.
But the monsters?
I'll defend you.
What if you can't?
Yeah, magic.
Be a good little hunter and give me the crystal.
I am a good little hunter. There you go.
He got experience, and also he's Hopefully chiller.
Love letters.
Don't care.
Huh. Interesting. Philippa dumped some woman for Dijkstra. Another feather. Doubt Philippa had an aviary. These are signs of polymorphy.
You're right.
I'll just wait here. They'll come for me.
How happens if I chose the other one? Yeah, let's do a quick save and see. Just curious.
Wounded and tired, Siri collapsed in the swamp.
Like, does that stick him there and he can't move and all that jazz? How do you figure out which button skips this thing a bit faster?
Back to health, then sent her on her way to Novigrad.
Should work now. Did it. Activated the portal.
Stay. Shit. Wait.
Guessed it.
Knowledge. Beside.
2.
What's the...
3.
Think.
Car up.
1.
Oh,
Told you. Put them on.
I'll...
Wait.
2.
No time to argue. Give me the crystal.
Over my dead body.
Have it your way.
Oh, you go. Now, let's do this quick.
Huh.
Wounded and tired, Siri collapsed.
So it's good to
Some
use the
peasants
thing.
found her and took her to the Baron. Velen
I guess
self-appointed
going,
ruler.
hey,
The
give it
warlord
to
took
me
the
or
young
I'll
woman in,
threaten you
led
or
her
something,
back to
then
health,
yeah,
then
you know.
sent her on her way to Novigrad.
Novigrad. So tell me, are you a good little hunter?
I'll just wait here. They'll come for me.
Something like that. Crystal? I always like games that have the light stuff. Okay, how the fuck do I get over here? Do I have to press? Oh,
Right.
there we go.
Now to activate it.
Hey. You're in fight mode, right? He just seemed to
Must have been the
de-aggro
laboratory.
for some reason.
Another feather. Doubt Philippa had an aviary. These are signs of polymorphy.
Oh, yes. Well, the other path.
Tunnel. Wonder where it leads.
To more Neckers. We should probably use Necker poison or whatever. What are they? Orcoids? Yeah, let's look at the bestiary. Do. Yep, orcoids. Hey.
Power cell. Got it.
Yeah, more light for you. Come on.
lowest level.
Okay, hold on a second. I need to oil my thingy. Spectre, Hangman, Cursed, Lamentia, no. Beast, I think it's a relic.
Oh yeah, gotta have a sentry, of course.
Hardest difficulty. Probably should save.
Bed, table, a few chairs. Modest, but a home nonetheless.
That's a small bed.
Agates. Kind Philip always wore around her neck. Except, why are these covered in blood? She either fought someone, or used them in her experiments. What's this? Aniseed and birch bark. Powerful disinfectant. Blood-stained surgical instruments. Philippa operated on someone here. Notes. Charred. Almost completely. Can't read a thing. A megascope. Scorched, covered in soot. Maybe one of the crystals survived.
Probably that one.
Crystal from a megascope. Heavily chipped. Tress will know what to do with this. A megascope. Scorched, covered in soot. Maybe one of the crystals survived.
Yeah, going to most likely not tell Radovid anything. So do we just eat back out the same way we came, or what? I hear bug things. You're right. Oh. Oh, at least there was nobody behind me that were bad things, but it could be. Nothing up there? Okay. I guess. What's our time? 19? Okay.
You're alive.
Yep.
Find anything?
I don't want to help the witch hunters, but we didn't really find anything.
Cremated notes, a necker nest, rats. Nothing interesting.
Why don't I believe you?
It's your problem? It's the truth.
Telling you the truth. Awfully prone to suspicion, you hunters.
Not without reason.
Grab him! Watch his whirling! Don't let him
Okay.
back!
Fair enough. I need to increase my health. Probably using health revival stuff. I wonder what happens if I choose the other things.
You find anything?
Dunno.
Oh, you're wrong there.
Grab him!
I wonder what about the other thing. Just curious.
Wounded and tired.
Oh, come
collapsed in
on.
the swamp. Some peasants found her and took her to the Baron, Vellon's self-appointed ruler. The warlord took the young woman in, had her nursed back to health, then sent her on her way to Novigrad.
At least it's a quick one.
You're a... Find it.
Microscope crystal.
Dust, dirt, and a megascope crystal.
Whatever the hell that is. But... Good chance is important. Hand it here, we'll see the king gets it.
Not gonna happen.
Forgetting yourself. Save your orders for your men.
As you wish.
Grab him!
Okay.
I want him alive! Alive! On him!
Oof. Okay, use the potion. Again, this is Death March. So, a couple of deaths are a thing. Though that does seem a bit tougher than the other times.
Fine. Why?
Here's the truth.
Tell him.
Not with it.
Grab him!
Quicker.
Mistake.
Hey, hey, hey.
I will kill you!
Going the other way. It looked like some guy just kind of fell down into nothingness. He did, huh? No, Witcher. There we go. They're all dead. How would it happen if I go to Radovid and be like, oh, here's the megascope. They tried to take it from me, so I killed them all? So probably should go with that one. It might be a bit ways away from the things. All those little markers there shouldn't be there, you know? Confuses you. Wait. Yeah. I guess that way and then go east.
Wonderful.
Ain't it?
Must have broken many a heart, eh, Dandy?
Any last words?
You just roll right through me.
Hey now!
You're a rock star? Yeah, I guess go through that way.
Yes? Who are you here for?
Triss.
Told her from the start. No men, no pets. 'Tis a decent house for decent folk.
Don't worry, won't stay long.
Yeah, I'll say. They're real quick with that on these.
Geralt, I've got a problem. Can we talk?
Okay.
Yes, Geralt?
So, talkie
Been in
time.
Novigrad long?
Long enough to know how not to get caught and survive.
And before you came here, where were you?
Oh, places where I managed to get by without your help, too. Which doesn't mean I'm not happy to see you.
I prefer her over
So you
Yennefer,
kept
but
the
since
rose
I'm
of
playing
remembrance I gave
Geralt,
you
we're
in
going for
Flotsam.
Yennefer.
Seems so long ago. Probably because so much has changed.
So, sentimental value. That why you kept it?
Partly, though more as a warning.
Feel all right?
So. Why do you ask?
Been wondering. How's your hand? Your fingers?
They'll heal. Listen, it was my idea. I knew exactly what I was getting into. Don't need to worry about me.
Okay.
Maybe we should talk about something.
Gladly.
Is she gonna get hurt in different ways? Well, here's a bunch of stuff
Look what I
anyways.
picked up.
Artifact compression. Someone got themselves enchanted in this figurine.
Intend to decompress?
Of course. Whoever cast the spell on the poor soul must have forgotten about him.
I don't know. He said it's a soldier.
I think it's a soldier.
We'll know soon enough. Come with me. I know a place where the walls don't have ears. Everything's ready. Let's get to work.
Place is pretty grim.
True. It looks like a vampire's hideout. Which is why we can be pretty sure no one will bother us here. Give me the figurine and stand back.
Let's try to decompress this one. Anything I can do to help?
Wait, there could be
Yes,
more?
Be quiet and try not to disturb me.
There's something like this in Corruption Champions too, but your friend was compressing someone.
In Allen, Dwana, Ar-Eis.
Verde and the Carter! Who are you? What am I doing here? Es a pond.
Who are you? What's the last thing you remember?
I remember a hill. A battle. I had orders for a unit. I remember a sorceress. Her hair like flames. She cast a spell. The right flank was to attack. Hit the shield bearers.
The right flank didn't attack, and the sorceress was Lyda Nade, known also as Coral. I was there too. This happened long ago.
You're exhausted. Always happens with compression. Get some rest.
Yes, I should.
Once you've recovered a bit, you should find Ambassador Var-Atra. He's sure to help. Good luck.
That was interesting.
And exhausting. Oh, to fall onto a feather bed and sleep till... well, till I woke.
I'm getting a phone call.
I've got another figurine.
Really? Well, hold the phone for a sec. Oh, it went off. Let me just call back and mute, I guess. Or... yeah, burb.
Let's try it. Think it's a nobleman.
Be on your guard. It could be something far more dangerous. In Alan Dwana ar Ice.
When did we get the other figure anyways?
No! Coral, no! I can explain everything!
Coral again?
Coral?
I never looked at the less. You are my one and only.
But yeah, it was the family being like, hey, we're outside.
Some succubus. Delusion. Where am I?
You want to move the cars? It's like, can you give me 10 minutes or something like that? That's one thing I hate about being home. It's like, hey, we just got home. Can you pull out the car so I can put in the car and stuff like that? I was like, it can wait.
So Coral enchanted him, just like her.
Just do it whenever,
if
you
there's
know?
a more vindictive sorceress, I don't know her. Well, except maybe...
Coral's not here. In that case, come to me, succubus.
Don't be horny, or else it'll compress you. But it's kind of funny. So many times it's like, they just wait till later, and then I'm like, hey, we can move the cars if you want. But then when I'm doing a Let's Play, it's like, oh, hey, I'm calling you, move the car, please?
What is your name?
We're in Novigrad. Novigrad.
In Novigrad? Last I recall, I was in Oxenfurt, and Coral was furious. How can she demand fidelity when she herself is wanton
as youthful goats.
Exactly. Damn it! I feel as if I've been trampled by a herd of cattle. I've no notion what she did to me, but it seems you've delivered me from my misfortune.
He looks like a wizard.
Here, take this. Have a good time. Paint the town Coral.
Whose taste has grown worse since you were sleeping with her. Come on, the kind-hearted gentleman will get along fine on his own.
Oh, Triss. Hey, just come into do business.
Geralt,
That's our time. We're fine. Yeah, I'll take that book.
Yes, Geralt?
Spoke with Radovid.
Did the background just change?
A contract to find Philippa.
The bastard. Wasn't enough that he poked her eyes out? Probably wants to torture her some more.
Yeah, probably.
You turned him down, of course.
No.
Geralt, you know what he did to her.
Relax. See, I figured if I agreed, I could look for her without his men getting in my way. Fact is, I'm curious to know what happened to her.
So? Learn anything?
Even better. Found this.
A megascope crystal. It's damaged, but it could still work.
And Francesca's equally hesitant. Neither she nor Ida wishes to decide blindly.
They'll stop hesitating as soon as we convince Kira and Fringilla.
Fringilla's
Yeah, look at the
awesome.
texture on her face.
She'll join us as soon as she's finished some business in Nilfgaard.
Wonderful. That leaves Kira. The problem is, I've still no notion where she could be.
Yennefer and Triss.
Yennefer's never belonged to the Lodge. And Triss? Well, we shall see. I must regain my vision. I can go to Novigrad, then see Arthur de Valista. The word is, Triss is also carousing about the city.
You still insist? Phil, Pardon my saying so, but you will never regenerate your eyes on your own.
Vilgefortz did it. I'm employing the same method, cultivating tissue on precious stones.
It's madness. You will need its power. You'll put yourself in great danger.
That's it. That's all I could recover.
I get that right? Philippa says she wants to restore her vision?
Seems she was planning to grow tissue on precious stones.
Makes sense. Found agates covered in blood in her hideout.
If she pulled it off, she'd only be the second person in the world to do so. But the bit about the lodge, that's what I found interesting.
Meaning what exactly?
The names they mentioned. All the most powerful sorceresses, former members of the lodge. They clearly mean to revive it.
That good or bad?
Depends for who. Philip has always said that magic perishes, so shall this world. And the lodge was to protect the mages and their interests. Radovid and the Emperor, on the other hand, would not be pleased. Both would have to respect our opinions, and neither likes to share power.
Our opinions? You join them? Really?
No, I've got other plans.
T.
So, what will you do with the crystal?
Haven't decided. Bet Radovid would be very interested in it.
You're not gonna give it to him, are you?
Yeah, gonna keep it. Less that Radovid has, the better.
Much better. It'll be safe with me. I'll try to cast a diagnostic spell. Maybe learn something more.
Good luck.
With the house turned.
Geralt?
What did you want to talk about?
I got a strange message. I don't quite know what to think.
Who was it from?
Ingrid Vegelbud's servant. Apparently, Lady Vegelbud's prepared to donate a tidy sum. She wants to help mages escape from Novigrad.
Guessing this wouldn't be a selfless act of charity.
You guess right. And that's my problem. Vegelbud needs a favor from me. No details in a letter, unfortunately. I'm supposed to meet the servant at the fish market. Says he needs to explain everything face to face, but these days I can't be sure meeting him's a good idea.
What are you afraid of exactly?
That it's a trap. On the one hand, it's an opportunity I can't afford to let slip. We need the coin. On the other...
Nobody expects you to risk your life.
I expect that of myself. The thing is, it used to be easier. When I didn't know what happens when the witch hunters get their hands on you.
You could have escaped at any time.
I know, but I was still terrified. What if they fetter me in real Dimeridian? You won't always be there to help.
Don't
Let me help you, but I'll get to you in a moment.
But you seem determined. Not about to let you deal with it alone.
Thank you.
The servant. How are you supposed to contact him?
Said I'd recognize him. He'll be in a blue tunic, have a load of keys strapped to his belt. I'm supposed to ask him about the price for his trout.
Whose idea you think this was? The servants or Vegelbud's?
My bet's on Ingrid. Highborn damsels have a lot more time than their servants to read adventure novels.
Think it'll be better if I talk to the mystery man in the blue tunic.
He's expecting to meet me.
You just wait nearby. I'll make sure
that
that
face when I turn my head sometimes.
Hunters, then you come
Ain't much I
in.
can do about that, I think.
Fine. Let's meet there.
Okay. Let's do that and be like, what level was it? But anyways, that's gonna be... I guess I could do that. That's gonna be the end of this Let's Play, so comment, cause I like comments, tell me what you like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise. If you like my YouTube and would like to see it grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out the videos that have grown. Please remember to spay and neuter your animals to help control the pet population. And until next time, looks like me, GamerWolfSix of Witcher 3: The Wild Hunt. See ya.
Winds howling.